to Hometown Happenings. I'm Carol McCarthy here today with Linda Widowich and Elsie, the lead dog, future lead dog. And we're here, we're going to get an update on what Elsie and Linda have been up to these days. Since we first spoke, Elsie was a little bit smaller.
She was. That was 4 weeks ago. And she is now 2 days shy of being 3 months old.
Okay.
And our big adventure, when we left the taping last month, we went on down the hall to Travel, and we booked a flight. One of my co-workers and I had been the recipients of a gift, and that was a trip to Miami, all expenses paid, to attend a seminar on nonprofit organizations.
Okay.
And the gentleman who paid our fare believes in the Leader Dog program, and he paid for Elsie to go with us.
Wow.
So she went to the vet and got her health certificate, because for traveling, dogs need health certificates. And because she is a service dog, she got to travel right in the coach with us.
Wow.
She didn't have to be crated. She got to be on our laps.
And I heard she was the hit of the flight.
She was, yes. She did get puppy napped by the stewardesses, and she appeared on Facebook. She had a great time.
Okay.
She also stayed in the hotel with us and attended the seminar with us. And even though it was a lot of very important people there, she was the star.
Oh, I'm sure. With a face like that, how could she not be the star? All right. Well, today we're going to talk more about Elsie and the service dogs, and we're going to talk a little bit about Linda. Give us an update on what Elsie is learning now. Now, before, when we had her on, she didn't know a lot. She was just kind of a little blob of fur, and now she's learning a little bit more.
Yes, we're working on the 5 basic commands for obedience: come, heel, sit, down, and stay. And her sit is probably her prime. She likes doing that exercise. Okay. And we've also got behind us a little distraction. One of the things that we do with our service dog puppies is expose them to as many sights and sounds and smells as we can. Now, when I had talked to the vet about flying with the puppy, he had said, get her around noises. So when those jet engines kicked in and we took off, she would not be startled by the noise. We didn't have any jet engines to practice with, but we went and stood by the railroad tracks and listened to the trains go by.
Sure.
So that gave her noise, and the ground shakes when the train goes by, and she could feel that. So that was a good experience for her in preparation for the flight. But we've got behind us here a little toy that we want to experiment with.
All right.
So go ahead and...
So we've got a quarter here.
Put a quarter in, and let's see her reaction.
It's all about experiences. All right. Elsie doesn't know what to think about the elephant.
Get on this side. What do you think, girl? Huh? What is that?
So you just make her sit and watch it, basically, and just kind of make her take it in. And
she ran behind me. I didn't pick her up and say, "Oh, it's okay." I just, come on back here. Let's take a look at this. And I reach out and pet it. What is this, huh? What is it? Elsie. Hey, good girl.
Okay, so obviously she knows her name now to be.
Yes, she does.
To come, and
she does know that. But we're going to let this keep running while we have her do some exercise.
Okay, sure.
It'll be a good distraction. Elsie, sit. Sit.
Okay, very good, Elsie.
Would you like a treat for that? She's very treat motivated.
Okay.
She really likes food. Oh, that girl. Good job.
So that is what you use now in her training to get her to do what you want?
Yes, although we don't treat all the time. I often ask her to do things without a treat. Elsie, hey, sit. Good, sit. Good girl. Now she gets petted.
Okay.
This time her reward is the petting and the rubbing of her ears. That's a good girl. Good job.
Okay. Well, and Linda, we're going to go through another little exercise too, with calling her and making her come, and we'll go through that. We're going to take a quick break and be back with more Hometown Happenings with Linda and Elsie after this. Welcome back to Hometown Happenings. I'm Carol McCarthy here today at the Washington Square Mall with Linda Widowich and Elsie, who is a future lead dog. We're talking about service dogs, in particular Elsie and the training that she's going through. Linda, of course, is a trainer, and she got Elsie at a very young age, 8 weeks old, was that
7
it? 7 weeks old,
yeah.
and now Elsie is almost 3 months. So we're here today. She's into experiencing lots of different things, and also she's going through the process of training and rewards. She's a very reward-oriented, food-motivated dog. So what are we going to do? What little exercise are we going to do next?
All right, we turned this on earlier and she kind of shied away from it. Now we've played around it for a little bit. I'm going to put treats on the floor and treats up on the stand, and we're going to invest another quarter in this training. And watch what happens. See if her interest in food overcomes her concern for what's going on.
There you go. Wow. Ooh. You don't want to get stepped on by that elephant. Food does overcome the fear.
Yeah. When you're working with labs, anyways. Is there more there? Is there more up there?
Wow.
Yay, what a good girl.
Good job. Good job, Elsie. So very interesting. And now some other things that you do to train her is you learn the command come and her name, so make sure that she knows her name and commands.
Do this come exercise right in front of the elephant. She's running for us a little bit. You want to go to that side.
Okay, I'll move over here just a little bit. Okay.
Elsie, sit. Go ahead and call.
Okay, Elsie, come. Elsie, come. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. Come here. Come here.
We'll let her chew that one up.
Come here.
Elsie.
Here, you want to sit?
Elsie, come. Good job. Yes. Good girl.
Good. So this is just getting her used to the command come and also her name.
Correct.
All right.
And if we were in a larger area, we would keep spreading out further and further apart.
Okay.
Go ahead and call her one more time.
All right. Elsie, come. Come. Good girl.
Lots of praise.
Good girl. Oh,
I always like to use my command in the praise. So if we're working on come on. Good come.
Oh,
I get that in there so it reinforces what she has just done. And that's a good sit. Even though I didn't ask for the sit, she offered it.
Okay.
So I want to praise her.
All right.
Because that automatic sit is a nice feature to have in the training. Good girl.
Well, Elsie, now, and as she gets older, now in the next few weeks, she's on almost 3 months old. So now what are you going to be working with her?
I'll be starting her on the stay.
Okay.
When I feed her in the morning, she has to sit for her breakfast. And now I'm adding sit, stay.
Okay.
So instead of sit and her little butt hits the floor and she gets her breakfast, it's sit, stay, and she has to hold that stay for 5 or 10 seconds before she gets her breakfast. The sit, the come, the stay, the heel, walking with me, and the down. The only one I haven't worked with her on is down.
Okay.
So that will be our next major hurdle.
All right. Well, good luck, Elsie and Linda. And the next time we meet, we'll check in and see how our future lead dog is coming along.
And she'll be doing just fine. She's got a great work ethic already.
All right. And she's already made a lot of friends. I'm Carol McCarthy for Hometown Happenings on TV3.